This is a look at my garden. This box showing my watermelon, my zucchini squash, and my spaghetti squash. The little box over here is when I planted some strawberries. Right there is my baby pecan tree. Of course, my bird feeder. And my doghouse. And I am already showing a lot of crops. This is my squash. Take a look in there. As you can see, it's a lot of squash coming. Oh yeah. My husband loves squash. And they're all up in there. This, of course, is my watermelons. And as you can see, they have flowers. And I'm starting to see some watermelons coming up in here. Take a good look. And we did this trellis to kind of put the watermelon not exactly on the grass. And I wasn't sure about doing them vertically because my husband was concerned about the weight of the watermelon. So instead of them just running on the ground, we kind of laid this little trellis on the ground so they can run on there. There was some overflow of sweet banana peppers. And here's my cucumber bed. And I have a lot of cucumbers are going to be coming up in here soon. You can see all the way down in there. Also in my running bed, you will find my cantaloupe. I put them in the same bed with the cucumbers. Don't know if that's a mistake or not. Over here, just a little bit of my green beans. And some kind of way I ended up with a radish in here. Don't know what I did, and it's really huge. I'm going to pull it up soon. This box is my peppers, bell pepper, red peppers, banana peppers, and orange bell peppers. And I just threw me a couple head of lettuce. Head of cabbage in there and cauliflower. These are my okra. And as you can see, getting down in there, there is some okra starting to come out. These little babies. And just to give you a look at some banana peppers down in there. Here's a very large, I'll move that leaf out the way, banana pepper. Really large. There's a lot on there. And the ones behind it, here are some other banana peppers. And again, banana peppers. Let's take a look at the green peppers. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, these are green bell peppers. That's nice size in there. All these flowers will be peppers. Here is some more flowers. Leaves are in the way. This is a really nice size pepper down in here. As you can see, really nice size. I need to pick that one. I think this is some peppers as well. Okay. And over here is the red bell peppers. They're coming along really slow there. Over here is my herbs. I love herbs. I have orange mint, and this is apple mint. See the difference in the leaves? Very different. And back here is chocolate mint. Really smells just like chocolate. Here you will find some beets that I have to get ready to separate and find a place to put them in the ground. Don't know. I allow these onions to grow really big. I want to get the seeds. So as you can see, here are some seeds from the onion plants, and I will be letting them drop back in the dirt so they can make onions for next year. Okay. The cilantro is out of control. Best word I can say for it. This is my onion chives, really growing wild there. Lemon balm here. Here's my pesto basil. I love the difference in that leaf. And then this is my sweet basil. I have like 2 or 3 of those because I love basil. And I pick them out and let them dry through the winter. This is my Greek oregano down in there. Okay. This is rosemary. I'm sorry. The Greek oregano is back there. Alrighty. And this is some onion chives. All of that in this box right here. Really got a lot in there. Over here, some more squash. Like I say, my husband loves squash. I can't get up in there. And the real tall, dark green stuff is some broccoli. I wanted to just try it, and I'm having success with everything I try. See the huge leaves for broccoli, and as you get down in here, peekaboo, there's the broccoli floret forming. Beautiful. I did not understand why this leaf had to get so huge. Let me move back so you can get an actual look at that. That is one huge set of leaves to give me those broccoli florets in there. And peek in there, there's some squash. I want them just to get a tad bit larger before I start pulling them. There, some more. And here's some bug who insisting upon eating off my big huge leaves. I'm going to knock him off, go somewhere else to eat. Don't know where he went. I'm going to have to spray soon. And back up in there, some more forming. Just love having all this squash. This is actually butternut squash. Love it. It tastes just like it's so buttery. And these guys are kind of planted out of place because I didn't think I should have put him this close to this broccoli, but this is a cabbage. And as you look down in there, the leaf is covering the head. It's starting to form. And I think I'm supposed to cover this so it can stay tender as it keeps growing. There's some onions I put in these planters. And take you over here. There's some more watermelon on the second side of that box. And I put the little trellis so they can run out to the ground. Here's my strawberries. Yes, love strawberries. My grandbaby helped plant all of these. He is a strawberry master. And I'm going to walk you over. Here's a little tour. We're coming up on my fruit cocktail tree. This tree is designed to make 4 different fruits. I had 1 pear on it, and that was it. So hopefully next year to do better. Over here is my trellis for my grapevine. I have red grapes, purple grapes, and white grapes. The white grape one is way down here. It took this one almost 2 years to grow this much. I don't know what happened. I thought it was dying. I decided to leave it, and when I left it, it came back alive. So, but here is, let me see which grapes of these. This is my purple grapes, and I actually have some. It is so funny. I didn't think it would do good so far. It's just so young and it's making so much grapes. Right now the birds are enjoying it more than I'm enjoying it, and I'm allowing them to have it. I figured next year I'll do better. This is the, let me see. This one is Concord grapes. Ouch, and I'm all caught up in it. And I peeped in there and I saw some. And now this one is a third grapevine. I love grapes, so I planted so many grapevines and it's filling up this trellis. Okay. Quick, I'm into conservation, so here is my water barrels. My husband helped me assemble those. See, it's going to be getting the drain water from the pipe, the drainage, and it's going to be 2 over here. This is my Kiwi, and that's my no good for nothing dog. And let's walk over to the other side of my yard. Back over on this side. These are my blueberries. He didn't produce that well, I'm sorry, but I do have some blueberries. And some of them are already turning, and I tasted one the other day. It was really sweet. And if you look over here, I have planted another one because I read that they would do better with more than one. So I actually planted a second one. And maybe next year it will do better. However, I can always enjoy all of these blackberries. This is blackberry bush number 1. And blackberry bush number 1 is constantly making more spin-offs. Here's a spin-off right there from the root. Here we have tomato plants. This was my greens. Planted some mustard and collard greens. And over there is my box for my lettuce, and I allow it to get too much out of control. I didn't pick them fast enough, so a lot of them are bolted and actually go into flowers. So as they go to flower, I will harvest the seeds. Here's another tomato bush. This is the cherry tomatoes. The one that I showed you over here is going to be beefsteak. Right now, I just have a lot of flowering. Nothing on that one yet. And actually, the little flowers over here that I'm pointing to, over here, this is actually some potatoes that I decided to try. And I cut it and I planted the potatoes, and they actually are growing to my surprise. Here is another tomato bush. And I had tomatoes planted in this area last year, and again, I was in for another surprise because right here is a tomato bush that came up by itself, and I looked in the middle of my greens, and right here in this area is a tomato bush that came up on its own. This is my second blackberry bush, and some of these blackberries are turning, so they're going to be ready to start picking soon. Or, again, another try on something. I planted some corn, and they're thriving. These are my corn stalk. I planted some yellow corn, some sweet silver corn, and I also planted what they call peaches and cream corn. And it's kind of like 2 different colors. Here is a hopeful. I'm hoping that this will survive. I had to move it out of the box. It was just too many in that box of squash, and I moved them over here. I see that some of them are trying to survive, but it might make it. I'm not sure. And that is a look at my garden. I'll give you a second scan. It's a lot I have in this little area. Oh, that's my pear tree. I've had him maybe like 10 years now, and I've cut them back, I don't know, 100 times.